Right, the moment you've been waiting for. The results of the March 2021 contest for a point. First on the Arrowhead. Okay, we had a couple guesses here. We had two people, Paul and Hugh. Hugh with Cahokian, Illinois kind of area, and Paul with Brewerton or Godar. And all of them are good guesses, really good guesses. And I'm not going to go over the fine points of the difference between them. First of all, I'm no expert. I know just enough to get myself into trouble. And it really shows that I have not stressed the need to know probably the most fundamental part of being a human. I have let it slide. I've been slacker. My stonework is not up there. And I intend to, this buying frenzy for the parts for my old bicycle, also get that reference book. I forgot the title of it. I saw it in a bookstore once, very thick, on arrowheads. The differences, how to determine what arrowhead goes with what people. Well, anyway, Cahokian doesn't have a basal notch, but that's notwithstanding. Godar, very possible. Brewerton, very possible. Okay. While I'm sitting at my table, I must say, it really screws a person up when they have everything set up. I had this ladder here was going to see me from the back for the first shot into a flat rock because I couldn't free the cinder blocks from the ground. Then I had a secondary camera scheme, which was going to, after the first shot, I was going to move the camera to show the point of impact. I mean, the camera was right there. Fired off the first shot. Everything was good, and then turned out that I look at it and my phone had gone to the screen where you just have the icons. I don't know what happened. Gremlins or something. So I'm not able to show you the impact of the first shot, which Paul gets the nod. Both Paul and Hugh have possibles what it is, but Hugh, thank you for believing in my arrows that it could stand 6 shots. Paul, self-destructing on the first one. That's what happened. And I don't think anything could break there at the joint, whether or not, you know, the chisel is on one side or the other, or splitting or what have you with that wrap of sinew right there and a decent glue joint. These things are indestructible. But it broke into 3 parts. The main part, then this part, and then the missing part there, and then there's a lot of force there. I drew this bow probably at 28 inches. I drew it longer than I normally did. Shoot at 27 inches, which is great for a bow that's only 58 inches long, knock and knock. But I pulled this thing all the way back, and it just, first shot, 15 yards, bam! The arrow exploded. So that's it. Paul, you will win the mystery arrowhead. And when you get this in your paws, please, sir, research it and then put down what it is, if you can. Hugh, I'm going to give you an arrowhead so you can take this and you can analyze it. And that's your homework, Hugh. Just put in the comment section. Where did this come from? I can tell you probably Illinois. And so that's it. 2 people took part, 2 people will win. What else was I going to say? Oh, I'm curious. I am curious. I really want to have a scene of me hitting that rock at 15 yards. And I'd really like to see the black fletching there. I'd really want to see this arrow survive. So I am going to replace this dowel, this poplar foreshaft. And I'll look in the pole barn. If I have hickory, I'm going to make a hickory foreshaft. Might not, but I do have hard maple. And so I'm going to make a nice, sturdy hardwood foreshaft. And let's drill this thing into that round rock again. And see if I can make this arrow actually survive. That is a lot of impact. And this is a fast bow. I'm not even going to guess how many feet per second. Now the impact was so powerful. You see how I use, those are sinew or a sinew wrap on there to hold that on. The impact was so strong, it broke the sinew wrap. I had to wind it back down there and glue it down. It broke the sinew. So it was quite a collision betwixt wood and rock. And that's it. Hugh, please send me your address, your physical address to my email, johnjriggsarchery@gmail.com. Paul, good going. First shot break. Send me your address, physical address, John J. Riggs Archery, the same one that Hugh is, and I shall mail this forthwith. Thank you for taking part in this, and look forward to, I'm either going to take this and shoot a rock, or I might flight shoot this thing. I'm curious. Can I break 200 yards? In fact, let's get this set. There's probably going to be more people guessing yes or no, so I'm not too sure if I'm going to be giving anybody anything except personal satisfaction. Can this bow launch this relatively heavy arrow with big fletching? It's not a flight arrow. With a hardwood foreshaft, so it's going to be a heavy thing. And I don't go for, you can tell, this is either a 125 or a 150. I don't know, I should weigh it. Maybe it's a 175. But can this bow launch that arrow more than 200 yards? That's pretty good, you know, for one of these little bows. Anyway, I better get back to work. My wife has a big list of stuff. I've been painting and rehabbing and cleaning and doing all sorts of stuff. The last one she's finishing up because I claimed that I wasn't able to do it. I learned that trick from my dad. I don't know how to do that. Have a good one. Thank you for watching.